Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with my top 10 Minecraft mods for 1.20.1 of 2023. And just like always, if you'd like to check out any of these mods, you can find them all in the description below. And anyway, let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, the first mod I'll be showing you guys today is the Wakes mod. And this is a really awesome mod that makes it so whenever you're using something like a boat, you're gonna leave a wake in the water. And this doesn't just apply to boats, it happens to creatures and yourself as well. And it's speed dependent, so depending on how fast you're moving, the wake will be larger. And this mod also works with some shaders, which looks especially nice. Next up, we have a Gravity API, and this is a pretty amazing mod that lets you flip the direction of gravity in your world, and you have a lot of control over this. For instance, if you'd like to, you can make gravity different for different creatures or people, and it works pretty much flawlessly. I mean, as far as I can tell, everything works exactly as it should. It literally just feels like you're in a world that's upside down or sideways. After that, we have the V-Tweaks mod, and this is a really helpful mod that just adds a bunch of satisfying features to your game. For example, when you break a tree, the entire thing is going to suddenly be affected by gravity and fall over, making it a whole lot easier to destroy the rest of it. Chickens can now be sheared for feathers. You can easily harvest and replace crops, and friendly fire on your pets has been disabled. And there's many other tweaks like this included in the mod, so you know, it's something that you may want to consider installing, because it's got a lot of useful features. For our next mod, we have a very simple, but also very interesting mod called Spawn Animations. And what this mod's going to do for you is make it so rather than mobs just spawning out of nowhere, they'll actually crawl out of the ground. And this is pretty similar to the effect that we see with a warden, although with a lot less animation going on. But it's an awesome way to announce the presence of mobs rather than just having them kind of come out of nowhere. Up next, we have solid mobs, and what this mod is going to do is make it so pretty much all the creatures in your game actually have full collision, so you can walk on them. And this is pretty hilarious to play around with. You can literally parkour on mobs if you'd like. It can get a little bit glitchy sometimes if you're, say, on something like a ghast, although if you sneak, you'll pretty much just stick to it. And mobs can even stand on each other as well. The next mod we have on this list is Tectonic, and this is a mod that adds some pretty great features such as absolutely massive mountains and underground rivers. And this mod is pretty similar to Terralith in that it doesn't actually add any new blocks to the game, so if you'd like, you could throw this onto a server and players on a vanilla client could join just fine. I would say though, with this particular mod, just because of how the terrain looks, I would recommend using it with a very high render distance if you can. The terrain is simply just so big that if you're on a shorter render distance like 10 or something, you're just not going to see all that much. It's not completely game breaking, but it's what I would recommend at least. Next up, we have Panda's Falling Trees, and what this mod does is essentially takes the pretty cool feature from dynamic trees, where when you break them, they'll actually fall over, and applies that to vanilla trees. And with this mod installed, it takes a bit longer to break the tree depending on the size, and then once you do that, all the blocks will just spawn at the base of the tree. So essentially, it's a tree capitator mod with a really cool animation. Coming up next, we have a Stratopherical Expansion, and this is another mod that adds a Sky Island type world generation, but this might be the coolest one I've seen so far. It almost from the surface looks like you're not on floating islands, but when you take a closer look, you certainly are. Pretty much everywhere you go is a jaw-dropping view, and it also kind of enhances the vanilla biomes that it uses. And again, personally, I think this is the coolest Sky Island world generation mod I've come across. Approaching the end, we have a pretty helpful mod titled Slot Swap. And what this mod is going to let you do is essentially scroll along the columns of your inventory. So now you can immediately replace an item in your hotbar with whatever's above it. All you have to do is just hold down Alt and scroll. It's a pretty fantastic way to switch out your items quickly. And if you have good inventory management, you could make this mod seriously helpful. And finally, the last mod I'll be showing you guys today is Ender's Cataclysm. And I dare say this is the coolest boss fight mod I've come across for Minecraft. I somehow haven't showcased this mod before, and to be honest, it's incredible. Each boss that's included in this mod just has so many unique attacks, awesome animations, and amazing sound effects. They even have some pretty epic battle music. And something that you will want to keep in mind is that these are extremely late game bosses, harder than any of them that are in the vanilla game. So if you're looking for a mod that extends the game longer than it already is, you should certainly give this one a try, because I'm really not overstating just how good this mod is. And that'll do it for this video, and let me know what you thought about the mods in the comments below, and if there's any others you think I should take a look at for future videos, definitely let me know about them. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.